Hi, this is Denise, Elektor Community Manager.
Hello, I'm Arthur from Elektor.
Hello, I'm Rachid from Elektor.
Hi, welcome. This is Clemens at Embedded World 2020.
We are at Embedded World 2020 in Nuremberg. Let's take a look inside.
Hi, welcome. This is Clemens at Embedded World 2020. Here we are standing at the Eurocircuits stand. Next to me is standing Dirk Stans, one of the managing partners of Eurocircuits. Hi Dirk, how are you doing?
Hello Clemens, I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm fine too. So at Embedded World, what is Eurocircuits presenting for new product or service?
Well, in the long run, our service is always the same. We manufacture circuit boards and also assemblies, and that for prototypes and small series. So our main focus lies on the hardware designer. And of course, this service is always getting better and better, faster and faster, and accompanied with more and more tools. And that is what we want to show here at the show, what we can do for the embedded engineer, what kind of hemisphere we created around him to help him do his job and to be as efficient as possible to achieve right first time with his prototype.
Okay, so did you add some new functions to the PCB visualizer, for instance, or one of the other tools?
Yeah, it's exactly what we are showing here at the show is our brand new interface for assembly. Because we have the PCB visualizer and on the other hand the PCB-A visualizer for assembly, and we want to get some feedback from our customers with our brand new interface that we created, and that is ready to show here at the show. Another thing we created is that we have a new pool for defined impedance boards. So we know that a lot of people are struggling with finding good affordable alternatives for defined impedance in 4-layer, 6-layer to achieve 50-90 ohms differential pairs, and we have a pool for that. So also that is good news, I think.
And Eurocircuits, you are quite active in what do you call it? Positioning against China, or get people to do your work in Europe, etc. I read an article you posted on the Eurocircuits website about this. Can you tell us something about that?
Well, it's something that I have been saying already for many years, that we have made our European continent, and especially the electronics industry, too dependent on supply from China or let's say from outside of the European Union. If you look at the bare boards, for instance, the bare board market is the market that we operate in. 30 years ago, 40% of the world volume was produced here in Europe. Today it's between 2.5% and 3%. If then something happens, like in the last weeks, where the Chinese motor splutters and cannot create output, then people turn here into a panic in Europe, because all of a sudden assembly companies are not receiving their boards anymore, and they think that we as European PCB suppliers then need to be their spare wheel. But that's impossible. How can you compensate with 2.5% what is going wrong with 50%? It's impossible. And we don't play this game. We stick to the customers that all year long are with us, and we are true to them, and that is our priority. So we stick to the short term, to the low volumes, to the prototypes, quick turnaround, and that's it. And if they all of a sudden need 1,000 boards from us and we don't see them for the rest of the year, then I say, okay, tough luck. I mean, you created the situation that that PCB companies are not here anymore in Europe. You created it, you deal with it. It's not my problem.
Okay, thank you very much, Dirk, and have a good show.
You're welcome, Clemens. Thank you.
Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.